So what is left? The first one is split element, specific instrument, but sometimes very helpful when it's used. For example, if you have a long object, this wall for example, and you need to split and then change heights or thicknesses of parts, or just make a gap, in this case split element has to be used. Now let's cut the wall, pick the command, make 2 points and change thickness in the properties. If you split wall and extend it without changing parameters, Revit will make the object solid again. Now let's try on this wall. Pick the option again, cut it, and now try to pull this wall, and you can see that it has become solid again. Once after you split element, change parameters. And if you need to make a gap in the wall for having some extra walls, for example, then check delete in the segments. Now the part of the wall is eliminated. To make the wall solid again, just drag the hand up to the second face, like this. Next tool is split with gap. We have to insert joint gap. Besides, it has to be no more than 300, and if because if it is even 310, we are going to have a warning. So let's say 300. This splits objects and imposes constraints at once, like this, or like this. To be honest, for all my life I use Revit. I never used this function. Here in the video it's been shown that you can split the wall for parts, but for correct BIM model we need to have an opportunity to manage panels. That's why we model them as single families. Here dimensions are random, but in the design process all elements have to be absolutely precise. In my opinion, just there is no task for this tool. But if you had in a project when this option was really helpful for you, so don't hesitate to tell us. Now the next important command, it is array. It's right here. Now let's search it on an example. Well, let's make this object smaller and select array. There are 2 positions, linear and radial array. Firstly, we select one of them, then check group and associate. If it's checked, objects are placed into the groups which can be changed simultaneously. Well, then in the next graph, here we set the number of instances and distance, move to the second instance or to the last one. Let's say we're gonna have 4 elements. Pick this point and set value 5000. So it's done. In order to change the number of instances, just change value. So let's say 6 elements or any value. So this option is available in case you have created a group, because the idea is that group works like block in AutoCAD. If one instance of the group has been changed, now let's pick this one and edit group, like this, finish. So all elements are changed. Mind that sometimes making groups is not a perfect way, and better to make array without groups.